Miami-Dade County to decide on commission vacancy for downtown Miami and Miami Beach. So they actually, and I may not even get into this one because this is, this 2 days old. And from what I heard, they're going to actually, they voted today and they decided to, and I'll just share with y'all just a little bit of background on this. So the Miami-Dade County Commission decided that they were going to, they were not going to hold an election. Instead, they're going to appoint somebody to the board. Here it is. They're going to appoint somebody because Commissioner Eileen Higgins, as we all know, she's been on Hello News. Go check out those interviews. She's running for Miami-Dade County mayor. And so that means her county commission seat is going to be vacant. And so they had a, decision. Do they, allow for election or do they appoint someone? And so today the county commission voted to appoint someone to Eileen Higgins' seat for the vacancy. And so there were some splits there amongst the vote. From what I heard, Vice Chairman Keone McGee wanted to have a vote, and he said that he felt like the people should decide. But just with what the county board has always done, or that's been their practice in the past, they've appointed somebody. So it seemed like they just follow in the path that they've always done. I'm not sure if it's a good or bad thing doing it this way, because on one hand, you do want the people to vote and make their own decision, but also too, elections can be expensive and cost the taxpayers, money. And so I could see them weighing that out and seeing what would be the best decision, especially during a budget year where there were some holes in the budgets or some shortfalls. I could see people not wanting to, so-called waste that money. But we'll see who they decide and appoint for this. We'll keep an eye on that. We're actually going to have a follow-up interview with Commissioner Eileen Higgins on her race. And I'm trying to get the other candidate, Mr. Gonzalez, on the show. I know he's a Republican. I know y'all hate when I talk to Republicans, but we are a nonpartisan show, and I just want to hear from both sides. So yeah, we're gonna have that coming up. They appoint because it saves money, but voting is the democratic way. And that's what I just said, Rudy. It's just kind of, but here's the thing though. In this economy, when they cutting people jobs and fundings to community-based organizations, do we want them to do an election? Or here's the thing. I wish the appointment could be, I don't know how involved the people are in who they decide to appoint and who they take a look at. And that's the thing to kind of keep in mind, is like, if that was more of a transparent decision, and I got to just do a little bit more research on it for myself, that's the thing. Because I'm like, if the people were able to recommend and say, hey, this is who we want, and then they decide as a county commission to vote on them, and I wouldn't be surprised if somebody could do that. But I think that process, if we're not going to do a whole election, then let's make it more inclusive of the community on who you decide to appoint. Let's get Republicans on. Let's see if he could take this fire. That's what I would love. That I'm trying Republican people. I don't know. I met some Republicans at an event, some Republican marketing and PR people who work for different candidates in Miami. And I told them, I begged them, I said, please get me some Republican candidates on. I would love to talk to the other side. This platform is not just for Democrats or the left side. No, this is for everybody. Because don't y'all want to hear from them too? Because if they elected, they everybody. They work for everybody. They don't just work for Republicans. So it's good to hear their side and come talk to us too. So I hope my audience is open to it. Emilio Gonzalez is done. So I'm definitely against him. Emilio Gonzalez is endorsed by Trump, so I'm definitely against him. I saw that he got a whole endorsement from the president, which caused okay, so Emilio Gonzalez, if you guys don't know, he is running against Eileen Higgins for the city of Miami mayor. He just recently was endorsed by Trump on Truth Social. The president of the United States is paying attention to the city of Miami mayoral race. That lets you know how important it is, right? In the grand scheme of things. And so that caused the Democratic National Party to put they might behind Commissioner Eileen Higgins, and they are sending down, they're activating their thousands of volunteers from across the country and people here in the state of Florida. And so we're going to see it's going to be a head-to-head fight, a clash of the titans for this mayoral race. Who knew that a city of Miami race, a city race, would reach national attention? But that just goes to show you how important the city of Miami mayor seat is. So we will see who comes out on the end. I can get you them. Please give me some Republicans, please, Rudy. Republicans, don't be scared. Trump didn't learn from his mistake in New York. Because Madami came through. Madami came through, didn't he?